Hey friends, this is Mr. Medina, and I just wanted to give you a quick recap for our first week of distance learning and kind of, highlight some things that I know will continue to help us going forward as we attempt to tackle our first 5-day week of distance learning. Now, I'll only see you 3 times. Twice for our 1 hour sessions whenever I have you, either Mondays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Fridays. On Wednesday, you will see every one of your teachers for a much shorter time. But this week, we will have 2 1 hour blocks together. And so it's going to be tougher, but I know that we're going to rise to the challenge. All right, so let's get started. You guys came to class prepared. I saw people who chose to be there on time, to be all in, meaning they were engaged, they were focused, they were answering questions, um, doing what I asked as far as the tasks went. And so you are to be commended for that. It seemed to me that you set aside distractions such as phones. It didn't appear that people had their favorite TV shows on in the background. You took anything that was going to distract you from learning and you moved it out of your way. And I appreciate that. I also felt like you guys were testing your equipment early. So I try to test any meeting I'm going to join. Let's say I'm going to meet with the teachers or something. I make sure my mic and camera are working 10 minutes at least before that meeting so that when I hop on at the start time, I'm not trying to figure out what's wrong with my computer, at the start time. If there's any problems, I can do that early. And then you guys brought your best attitude. I totally appreciated um, just the overall mindset of everyone. Okay, screen usernames. I asked you to use your first and last name, and those of you who got that notice early, you did it, and I appreciate it. Please continue to do that in our Zoom meetings. If we play, a game like Kahoot, we had some wonderful assignments in Flipgrid that I saw. I think Flipgrid actually does put your first and last name for you. At least that's how I see it from the teacher side of things. But anything that you can type your screen name. Let's say you're just all into your Xbox or your PlayStation. I don't need Xbox King 777 to be in my class if I don't know who Xbox King 777 is. So it's really important, and you guys did a great job of using your names in our Zoom meets. All right, so going forward, we're gonna use those same things, and we're gonna use our mics and cameras wisely during class. So I felt like that was happening, except I need to ask you, and I'm not going to say which class or which person, or was it a guy or was it a girl. I did see at least one occasion of someone using the chat feature to ask another student to, hey, go on this other program on our phones, meet me on Insta or meet me in Snapchat or meet me, don't do that. Don't be a distractor of other people. I've left the chat on during our Zoom meetings at the beginning. I don't mind, a little bit of if you're asking someone a question or you're asking me a question. Definitely, that's why that's on. But you don't want to take away from someone else's learning. I realize maybe you haven't seen your friend in a long time. Like, I get it. And so that was your first week to reconnect. And that's why I didn't say anything as well. I didn't tell that student, hey, stop telling your friend to meet you somewhere else. But going forward, get each other's information, and then outside of class time, definitely connect. Okay. All right, and then just to close it out, remember our class motto: excellence without anxiety. And so I'll see you soon. Email me any questions you have, and know that you are cared for and loved, and we're going to have a great week. All right, take care.